You know that feeling, right? That one sharp comment that just hijacks your entire day. You replay it, you analyze it, and you let it completely steal your peace. A thoughtless word from a coworker, a nasty comment online, a jab from someone you know, and suddenly your inner world is in chaos. It feels like you've got no defense. But what if you could be so mentally strong that those exact same words just bounced off you? Imagine having an inner fortress so secure that no insult could ever touch your calm. This isn't some kind of superpower, it's Stoic armor, and the ancient Stoics, absolute masters of the human mind, left us the blueprint to build it. For over 2,000 years, this philosophy has been the secret weapon of emperors, artists, and leaders for developing truly unshakable resilience. Today, we're going to show you step by step how to forge this armor. We'll give you 7 practical Stoic shields to build your mental fortress and become genuinely immune to the words of others. So, if you're ready to reclaim your inner peace and become untouchable, let's begin. The first and most fundamental shield in your Stoic armory is understanding what the Stoics called the dichotomy of control. It's a simple yet life-changing idea. Some things are up to us, and some things just aren't. And the words, opinions, and actions of other people? They fall squarely into the not up to us category. You can't control what someone else says or thinks about you. Wasting your energy trying is like trying to command the wind. What you can control, always, is your judgment about what they said. You control your response. An insult is just a bunch of sounds or letters. It's your mind that gives it power, your mind that decides it's harmful, and your mind that allows it to shatter your peace. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus put it, people are not disturbed by things, but by the views they take of them. Think of your mind as a rock in the middle of a stormy sea. The waves are the insults, the negativity, the opinions. They crash against the rock over and over. But the rock isn't the waves. It stays solid, unmoved, and unchanged. The waves can't do a thing to it. By focusing only on your own reasoned response, you become that rock. You let the words of others wash over you, recognizing them for what they are, external noise, not an internal truth. This is the foundation of your armor. Control what you can and build your fortress on that unshakable ground. The second shield to raise is the understanding that an insult is just an opinion. It's a subjective thought from someone else's head, filtered through their own baggage, their insecurities, and their worldview. It is not an objective fact. When someone insults you, think of it like they're trying to hand you a burning hot coal. They hold it out, hoping you'll take it and scorch your own hand. But here's the thing. You don't have to take it. You can simply choose not to accept their judgment. The Stoics taught that an insult's power lies in your agreement with it. If you don't consent to the idea that you've been harmed, then no harm is done. The Roman emperor and Stoic powerhouse Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Whenever you are offended by someone's shamelessness, ask yourself this: can the world exist without shameless people? It cannot. So do not ask for the impossible." He knew that people will act according to their nature. Some will be ignorant, angry, or cruel. Expecting anything else is just setting yourself up for frustration. So instead of internalizing their words as a measure of your worth, see them as a reflection of the speaker's own state of mind. More often than not, an insult says a lot more about the person who said it than the person it was aimed at. By refusing to accept their opinion as your reality, you leave that burning coal right in their hand and walk away with your peace perfectly intact. When you're attacked, your first instinct is to fight back. That primal part of your brain screams for retaliation. You want to lash out, to hurt them back, to prove them wrong. But the Stoics argue this is the biggest mistake you can make. Seeking revenge doesn't make you strong, it makes you a slave to the person who insulted you. It means you've let them dictate your emotions and your actions. You've sunk to their level. This is where Marcus Aurelius drops some serious wisdom. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. This is a profound shift in thinking. True power isn't in returning fire, it's in refusing to even enter the battle. It's choosing to respond with the very qualities the other person lacks: calm, reason, and integrity. When someone is rude, you answer with civility. When someone is deceitful, you respond with honesty. When someone is cruel, you meet them with composure. This isn't being passive, it's the ultimate power move. You're showing that your character isn't for sale, and your inner peace can't be manipulated by someone else's negativity. You protect your own soul and render their attack completely useless. They wanted a reaction, a fight. By giving them none, you take away all their power. The fourth shield is a mental training exercise the Stoics called premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. Now, that sounds pretty dark, but it's one of the most powerful psychological tools for building resilience. This isn't about dwelling on the negative, it's about strategic preparation. See, most insults hurt because they catch us by surprise. The shock of the attack is what gives it so much power. Negative visualization takes away the element of surprise. You simply take time in your day, maybe in the morning, to calmly and rationally imagine things that might go wrong, including getting insulted. Picture a colleague making a dismissive remark in a meeting. Imagine a stranger leaving a nasty comment online. Rehearse the scene, hear the words, and feel that initial sting. Then, practice your Stoic response. Remind yourself, these are just opinions. Remind yourself to focus only on what you can control. Remind yourself that the best revenge is to remain calm and virtuous. It's like an emotional fire drill. When a real fire alarm goes off, you don't panic because you've walked the escape route a dozen times. In the same way, when an insult actually happens, you won't be caught off guard. You've already rehearsed this. The shock is gone. In its place is a calm readiness. You've prepared for this. You know exactly what to do and what not to do. This mental prep desensitizes you to the blow, making you emotionally bulletproof. Before you let an insult take up any space in your head, you have to inspect where it came from. The fifth shield is to rigorously question the source. Who is this person who insulted you? Do you respect their judgment? Do you value their character? Is this someone you'd go to for advice on anything else? As Marcus Aurelius wondered, I have often wondered how it is that every man loves himself more than all the rest of men, but yet sets less value on his own opinion of himself than on the opinion of others. Think about that. If you wouldn't ask someone for directions, why would you let them tell you where to go in your life? Most insults come from people whose judgment is clouded by their own issues. Their words aren't a careful assessment of your character. They're a stray arrow shot from a place of ignorance or pain. To be wounded by an arrow like that is to give credibility where none is deserved. But this shield also requires honesty with yourself. If the insult is actually constructive feedback from a wise friend, a respected mentor, or someone you love, then it isn't an insult at all. It's a gift. In that case, The Stoic response isn't to build a wall, but to listen with humility and gratitude. The key is knowing how to tell the difference between meaningless noise and valuable feedback. When you can dismiss the first and learn from the second, you become truly untouchable. Ready for a high-level move? This sixth shield shows true Stoic mastery, using disarming, self-deprecating humor. When someone lobs an insult at you, they expect you to get defensive, angry, or hurt. When you instead agree with them in a calm and funny way, you completely short-circuit their attack. Imagine someone says, "Wow, you're losing your hair." A defensive response is to deny it or get mad. A Stoic might just smile and say, "I know, right? It saves me a fortune on haircuts." If someone calls you a fool, you could reply, "You're only just realizing that now. I've known it for years." This technique does two brilliant things. First, it shows supreme confidence. It signals that you are so secure in who you are that their words have zero power to harm you. You can not only take the insult, you can play with it. Second, it instantly neutralizes the aggressor. They wanted to start a fight, but you just invited them to a joke, and you're the one in control of the punchline. This isn't about actually believing the insult. It's about showing their words are so insignificant that you can treat them as a source of amusement. By refusing to take the bait and turning their weapon into a joke, you display an unshakable inner strength that is impossible to argue with. This final and most powerful shield will transform your entire perspective. The Stoics believed that every challenge in life, including a personal attack, isn't something to just be tolerated, but an opportunity to be embraced. It's a chance to practice virtue. So instead of thinking, "Why is this happening to me?" the Stoic asks, "How can this happen for me? How can this insult help me become a better person?" An insult stops being an attack and becomes a test. It's a training ground for your soul. It's a chance to practice patience when you want to be angry. It's a chance to practice wisdom when you want to act foolishly. It's a chance to practice courage by staying calm under fire. Every time someone insults you, they are handing you a gift, a chance to forge your character. They are your sparring partner in the gym of life. When you see challenges through this lens, nothing can truly harm you. Every negative event becomes fuel for your personal growth. You're no longer a victim of your circumstances. You're an alchemist who turns lead into gold. This reframe is the ultimate expression of Stoic power. It makes you not just immune to insults, but grateful for the chance they give you to become the strong, virtuous, and peaceful person you were meant to be. So there you have it, the 7 shields of your Stoic armor. These aren't magic tricks, but practical, battle-tested tools for the mind. It all starts with the dichotomy of control, gets strengthened by knowing insults are just opinions, and is polished by making the best revenge to be better than your attacker. It's tested with negative visualization, refined by questioning the source, and mastered with a bit of humor and a lot of virtue. Building this armor is a practice. It takes daily effort, and you won't become immune overnight. But with every insult you face, you now have a choice. You can let it cut you down, or you can raise your shield and use it as a chance to get stronger. Your inner peace is your birthright, but it's also your responsibility. No one can take it from you unless you let them. Which of these shields are you going to start building first? Let us know in the comments below. We read every single one. If you got some value out of this, a simple like helps spread this ancient wisdom to others who might need it. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss another lesson in building a resilient mind. Remember, the world will always throw stones. It's up to you to build a fortress, not a tomb.